Hey guys, I thought I would share with you the rest of the crepes because earlier I put out a little 60-second video making crepes, but I couldn't really show you the final version just because I had run out of time, because the whole point is that it's a 60-second video, and of course it was difficult with one hand because I wanted to show you how easy it is and how awesome it is, because crepes are so easy to make, and I think they're one of these things that people are intimidated by. So I can see your comments because I'm also looking on my laptop here, but I'm also going to start making a crepe because I have some of the batter left because I did not eat the entire batter for lunch. Hey Trisha, welcome. And yeah, I can see your comments, so you're welcome to share any comments you have or questions while I'm doing this. And I am not going to show you what I look like right now because I went running, and you don't need to see what I look like right now. So yeah, Brittany, I mean, the batter is pretty basic. It's the recipe from The Joy of Vegan Baking. And it's, I mean, I'm probably not going to give you the all the specific what's the word, measurements, because that would be really boring, and I don't know all of them off the top of my head. But basically, we've got vegan eggs, and in the right on, sure. So basically, in The Joy of Vegan Baking, the recipe for dessert crepes, I use the energy egg replacer. And they worked for me for years. And then Follow Your Heart came out with this awesome thing called vegan cheese. And I'm sorry, vegan eggs. Sorry, I got distracted. And so I used the vegan egg. Let me grab the packaging, because I know you've seen it. Hello, cute kitties. There's cute kitties here. Cute kitties in the house. Where are my eggs? Okay, so basically, it's a vegan, it's the vegan egg. And you're familiar with this, I'm sure. And you can use the vegan eggs, or you can also use the Follow Your Heart. I'm sorry, I'm really distracted. The energy egg replacer as well. So it was really fun to do with the Follow Your Heart eggs. And the trick with crepes, I mean, they're just pancakes, so there's really not that much to it. But you want to make sure that you use a crepe pan that is the right size. And you know, with pancakes or crepes, you might get what I just got, which is kind of an ugly, non-round clump. And you just kind of make sure that all of the pan is covered. And you can spread that out a little bit. That looks really ugly. And often the first one is the worst one, and it's too buttery because it's kind of soaking up all the butter. So, you know, it's still edible, but it's not the prettiest thing in the world. But the ones that I made after I did that video for you, they looked beautiful. They're round and beautiful and crispy edges, and this one looks like a mess. So give this a second. This will probably just be a dud, and I'm not trying to impress anybody here. It tends to be a little hard to kind of spread it out. Now, also, I haven't made these crepes with the Follow Your Heart vegan egg, with the batter sitting for a while, because, you know, it's a very different consistency. It has this very eggy consistency, which is what you're looking for in the Follow Your Heart eggs. Definitely try the Follow Your Heart eggs. I have made them as scrambles and omelets, but really my favorite way of using them is as a base for a quiche or something like that. I agree, Barbara. It usually is the sacrificial pancake. So, you know, what you're going to look for when you're doing this for reals is you just kind of move the edges away very gently. Now, I don't have to be so gentle with this one because there's actually a lot more substance to this one than when I use the energy egg replacer. It's actually pretty substantial, which is cool. And then, frankly, once the pan is coated, I don't really keep adding butter. I just do it in a dry pan, and I'll show you what that looks like. So, hi everybody, we'll just give this a couple minutes to cook. I'm looking at your questions and suggestions. Looks like we've covered everything. The other elements of the batter, just to finish up, is I put some nutmeg in, which I love nutmeg in crepes. That obviously would be more for, I think it's good for sweet or savory, to be honest. I don't think it's just for the sweet one. And I added, so basically this is the equivalent of 2 eggs. So for the Follow Your Heart egg or the energy egg replacer, you just make the equivalent of 2 eggs. So this one's just going to be our sacrificial crepe. So if you're just joining us, don't judge the size of my crepe. don't judge the shape of my crepe. But you can see this is kind of eggy, which is not, you know, that's not kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a more, just a thinner, more sophisticated crepe. So don't judge my crepe. Michael, love the new 30-day vegan challenge group, by the way. Great, thank you. Yeah, for anybody who's taken the 30-day vegan challenge or taking the 30-day vegan challenge, whether it's through the online program or the book, there is now a Facebook support group. Michael, were you one of the people who suggested I do this group? Because there have been a few people over the years who've been suggesting I do the Facebook group. I don't know what took me so long. Probably just didn't have the bandwidth for it. But thank you, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think it's really great. There's so many wonderful people over there looking for just answers to questions and support, and it's great. I love it. Hey, Heather, welcome, welcome. Okay, so that's basically it. You can see it's kind of turned a little golden brown there. Hey, did it freeze? It looks like it may have frozen. Tell me how we are. Is it looking okay? No, there it is. Okay, it looks okay. Okay, great, great, great. No worries, no worries. Cooking is never perfect. It definitely is not. But yeah, you get the idea. So I'm going to put this aside. I'm just going to put it on my plate. And then obviously, you know, as with any crepe, you can either fold it or you can roll it. Depends on what you want to put inside. Just make sure it's cool before you touch it so you don't burn your fingers like I just did. Okay, so second crepe. Ready? And this is where you coat it, and right away you can see I didn't add more butter, Earth Balance, and it's, you know, I have this on probably a little too high, but it's, you know, it's nice and hot. The pan's nice and hot. So like I said, with pancakes or with any kind of crepe, you usually sacrifice the first one. Brittany, sweet or savory? We shall find out. Oh, this one's basically, are you asking me if this one's sweet or savory? Chris says I have a very clean stovetop. I guess it is kind of clean right now. Thanks. And Grace loves the 30-day vegan challenge group as well. Yay. Oh, you're glad I have it, and you're going to join it. Wonderful. So this one is kind of in between. It's I would say it's more of a savory. I didn't add any sugar. You can add a little bit of sugar to your batter, and that's going to add a little sweetness as well. And I'm probably just going to saute some veggies and stuff these with that. So, see, they're forgiving. I think people are so afraid that if it's not a perfect looking crepe that they failed or something. You know, crepes are forgiving. They're not supposed to be perfect. I'm watching the video here, and it looks like it's kind of behind the comments and what I'm saying. Is the video way behind? Yeah, I'm actually eating the crepe that I just put on the plate while I'm cooking because I'm hungry. Never made a crepe, vegan or otherwise. Always too scared. See? Why are you scared? Michael, can you try and articulate what you're afraid of? So I can help you. So I can help dispel your fears. Amanda, I'd have to look. This one I think is like a Calphalon, I think. It's a non-stick. The video looks like it's pretty slow. You've used Bisquick to make crepes. I have never used a mix to make crepes. But of course, when I was growing up, I used Bisquick to make pancakes. And crepes are just thin pancakes. All right, you ready? There you go. And there you go. There's our beautiful crepe. And I can do another. Probably not going to get much more than this one, to be honest. And you can see, because the pan's hot, it kind of sets up right away. Okay, the video isn't too slow. Good, good. From what I'm looking at, it looks like my video is frozen, and it's just now, I'm just now flipping the old ugly crepe. So I don't know if you guys, but it sounds like you guys can see this nice crepe. Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. Thanks for letting me know, Jen. And your video is good. Okay, great. So again, you just kind of, you know, scrape along the edges. I'm afraid to hit the camera if I do if I use my left hand, which is my proper hand, because I'm lefty. And this one might be a little tricky because I didn't add any butter. I would say after the first crepe, you don't have to add butter, but going into the third crepe, I could have added some butter to this, but it'll be fine. And like I said, it's just me. I'm not trying to impress anyone. And there you go. There's our second crepe. Isn't that great? Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. That's going to be a perfect one. Thanks, Kathy. I think it looks pretty good. So that's the one I made just before. Isn't that beautiful? So like I said, you guys can see this. You can, you know, when you're making your crepes, you can either do kind of a beautiful fold like that. You can put some, whether you want to make it a dessert crepe with, you know, Nutella, vegan Nutella, and then you can fold it over like that, or you can roll it. So that's usually what a dessert crepe would look like. You can put powdered sugar on it. You can put sauteed veggies in it. Lots of options. And yeah, and I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it. I think with the vegan egg, the Follow Your Heart vegan egg, it is more sturdy than, it's more substantial. It holds together better than the one with the energy egg replacer. But the energy egg replacer worked fine for me for years. And I'm pretty excited about doing it with the Follow Your Heart vegan egg. This is kind of dinner, Amanda. I mean, really, I just wanted to show you all what it looked like. I'm probably going to throw these and shove these into my mouth, but I'll probably make a salad. I've got a bunch of lettuce in my garden that's ready for me to eat, and I've got some cauliflower and carrots. So I will probably have something more nutritious than just this. Lots of great comments here. I have not used aquafaba like this. I've only used aquafaba so far to make meringue. And Grace says that she's gonna, okay, because it's not shipping to Canada. Okay. Speaking of Canada, I just shipped some books of the 30-Day Vegan Challenge to a Canada bookstore. So we're slowly getting the 30-Day Vegan Challenge in Canada. And I do have a special right now. I am signing and personalizing books. All of my books, if you want to go to Joyful Vegan and get any signed copies. Oh, you had a disaster, Michael? Gosh, I am really happy. Mine went really well the first time. First time I tried it, I was pretty stoked. I don't know what I did, but several times I've made the meringue has worked out really well. Grace, Amanda, which one? Wait, Grace said which one? I don't know who you're talking to, Grace. And your peaks wouldn't stiffen, Amanda. That sounds very suggestive. Okay, I'm not going to be able to make a full crepe with this. I added a little more butter. I'm just going to get a little mini crepe. Little mini crepe. Yeah, that's all I'm going to get. There's a little mini crepe. Yay! So far here are my 2 crepes. Aren't they pretty? Got 2 crepes here, 1 and 2. And a mini one. Little mini crepe. Little baby mini crepe. It is, gosh, Grace, I have to let you know which bookstore. I don't remember the name of it. And yes, Trisha, you can absolutely serve these with fruit. And aquafaba is a new, relatively new invention, is really what it is. Discovery, perhaps, is a better word. And it is quite literally, it means bean water. It is the liquid from canned beans or beans that you make from scratch. And it has the same chemical components as eggs. So you can use aquafaba as eggs in baked goods and buttercream frosting and all sorts of things, including making meringue, which is pretty awesome. And then as far as Canada, let me just reiterate too, I'm also shipping international orders now. And I'm testing this out, but I am shipping internationally. So again, if you go to my website, you will see details about that. Any other questions? Naughty kitty, you're not supposed to stay on the counter. You're a naughty kitty. You have naughty kitties on the counter. I did use canned beans, Grace. So if you're asking about the aquafaba that I used to make, my cats are very impatient right now. They're like, "Why are you showing people how to make crepes when we're hungry?" I do not ship crepes internationally or nationally or domestically. I did use canned beans, the water from canned chickpeas, and that's what I used to make my meringue cookies, and they were fantastic. I have not used aquafaba. You're welcome. Des Moines, is that how you say your name? I have not used aquafaba from beans from scratch, which, as you may know, is all I'm doing these days. I haven't bought a can of beans in a month because I've been using my pressure cooker, and it's been really awesome. So yeah, isn't that great? So now we've got 3 crepes. We've got 1, see, Michael, there's nothing to be afraid of. 2, and my 3rd little baby mini. My little baby mini. My little mini crepe. And that's it. Since I set my camera up, that's all I can do. I'll leave it there. So yeah, and that's it. That's it. So go check out, I think I said already, it was the Joy of Vegan Baking, and that's where the recipe for these crepes is. And then in the 30-day vegan challenge, there's Soca. Soca is, they're basically crepes, and you've had them if you've had them in Middle Eastern restaurants, SOCCA, and, you know, some other restaurants, Middle Eastern restaurants. Soca is basically made with chickpea flour, and it's fantastic. So yeah, you can layer these and make really fancy dishes. You can spread. I've got some cashew cream in the fridge, some basil cashew cream. I can spread some of that on here with some veggies. The Instapot is not what I have, Kath. I have a Fagor, F-A-G-O-R, which, let's see, I can, as long as let's see, if I go like this, okay, I'll do this. No, okay, wait, hold on. I'm just, and there you go. Okay, as long as you don't see me. So Fagor, that's the brand I have. And Grace is looking for someone to smuggle vegan egg to Canada. And what else do we have here? We have some cute kitties who are very impatiently waiting for their dinner. Yeah, you're a little naughty kitty on the counter, you know that. They're waiting for their supper. You're gonna have mango and quinoa for dinner. That sounds awesome. And you're welcome. Yeah, Soca's pretty awesome. Soca's awesome. Well, thanks everybody. Good to look. I'm watching it on online. It's pretty cool. It was helpful to be able to watch what was going on while I was talking to you. Where you going, Charlie? Even though it was delayed, but it was still helpful. Got some noisy Stellar's jays out there. I saw some deer earlier, although I don't think they're out there right now. There's a Stellar's jay somewhere out there. Am I?
Bye, Mitzi. Say goodbye, everybody. I'm going to feed you now. Okay? Tis Mitzi cool.
Okay, everybody. An air fryer. I don't even know what that is. Oh, a friend was telling me about what I think you might be talking about. You're welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks. And no, I wouldn't worry about that, Alex. There's a lot of things you could read, and I really wouldn't be worried about that. I haven't heard anything like that. That is Michiko. Michiko is very cute. Michiko does not have any white on her face, and she has no white on her tail. And Charlie does. No, look, you're getting a lot of hearts, Michi. I didn't even get that many hearts, Michiko. She's very pretty. Michiko is very pretty. She's a princess. We say she's princess, Michiko, because that's what she is. Michiko. She's princess. We love you. Okay, where's Charlie? Charlie, where'd you go? All right, Charlie's gone. We're going to say goodbye. Bye, everybody. See you later.